Beginning. The crash in the wasteland. The twin suns of Valora, 9 burned low in the amber sky as Captain Elias Drake trudged through the barren wasteland, the wind whispering like ghosts through the rust-red dunes. His shuttle had gone down hours earlier, systems fried by an electromagnetic surge that no human instrument could identify. He was alone, or so he thought. His oxygen levels blinked red, and the cracked helmet visor gave him a fractured view of the dying light. Elias had been a soldier, an explorer, and a cynic of legends. Yet, fate had led him to this forsaken world, a planet once rumored to be home to a race of divine beings, long extinct. He reached the ridge of a canyon, panting, when he saw it, a wrecked starship, sleek and shimmering even in ruin. Its design was nothing human. Silver-veined hulls, bioluminescent veins pulsing faintly, and strange symbols glowing across its frame. Smoke rose in thin trails like incense. Against instinct and logic, Elias climbed down toward it. Inside, the air shimmered with residual energy. Fragments of alien technology lay strewn across the floor like shattered glass. Then a sound. A soft, pained cry. He turned his light toward the sound and froze. Lying amid the wreckage was a woman. No, something more than human. Her skin glowed faintly blue beneath a sheen of silver armor. Long, iridescent hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her eyes, though half-closed, shimmered faintly like starlight caught in water. A deep wound carved through her side, leaking radiant light instead of blood. Elias's instincts screamed caution. But something else, something inexplicable, drew him closer. Hey, it's okay, he said softly, kneeling beside her. You're gonna be fine. She didn't respond, just a whisper, barely audible. Stayed away. But when her eyes flickered open, something inside him shifted. It wasn't fear he saw in her gaze. It was pain. And behind that, loneliness. He reached for the wound, desperate to stop the light from spilling out. His gloved hand brushed her skin, and suddenly, the air pulsed. Light exploded outward in waves of gold and silver. Elias gasped as warmth surged up his arm, through his chest, and into his heart. The light engulfed them both, then settled. When it faded, the wound was gone. The princess breathed, steady and alive. He stumbled back, trembling. What the hell just happened? Her gaze locked on his. Your touch, you are human. That should not be possible. Middle, the bond awakens. Her name was Liara Velarin, princess of the Silithian Empire, an ancient civilization that humans had only whispered about in myths. Her ship had been ambushed while on a diplomatic journey to a neighboring star cluster. The attackers, the Vork Dominion, had sought to eliminate her bloodline entirely. And now, she was stranded with a human, the first she had ever seen. They took shelter in a cavern as a storm rolled across the desert. Strange electric veins flashed through the sky, illuminating Liara's silver eyes. She sat quietly, staring at the fire Elias had built. You saved me, she said finally, voice melodic and faintly accented. No human should possess such energy. My kind heal only through the life force of our kin. Elias chuckled softly, trying to hide his unease. Guess I'm full of surprises. Her expression softened, curious. You risked yourself for a stranger. Why? He hesitated. Because I've seen too many people die. Didn't want to add another to the list. Liara studied him for a long moment, her gaze piercing yet gentle. You speak with sorrow. Comes with the job, he muttered, staring into the flames. Silence filled the space between them, the kind that wasn't empty but alive. The storm outside raged, yet within the cavern, the air seemed to hum with quiet understanding. Over the following days, They worked to repair the damaged alien beacon, the only means of signaling Liara's fleet. As they scavenged parts from the wreck, Elias learned pieces of her world. She told him of the Silithian bond, a sacred link between souls that could merge life energies. It was believed, she said one night, that such a bond could transcend species if the hearts were aligned. Elias laughed softly. Sounds like a fairy tale. Her smile was faint but warm. Perhaps. But your touch awakened something ancient. I can feel your heartbeat inside my own. He didn't know how to respond, didn't want to believe what she was implying. Yet every time he looked at her, something inside him stirred, not just attraction, but recognition. As if their souls remembered something their minds could not. The attack. On the fourth day, the skies split open. A Vorik drone ship descended in a blaze of fire, scanning the surface. Elias and Liara dove for cover. They found me, Liara whispered, eyes glowing. They will not stop until I am dead. Elias gritted his teeth. Then they'll have to go through me first. He scavenged his plasma rifle from the crash, checked the charge, and glanced at her. You can run, right? Liara's voice was firm. I will not flee. Not while you stand and fight. As the drone unleashed beams of plasma, the canyon lit up in chaos. Elias fired back, dodging through smoke and sand. Liara raised her hand. Her energy flared like a sunburst, deflecting a bolt midair. The shockwave sent both sprawling. Elias scrambled to her side, shielding her as debris rained down. You okay? Her breathing was ragged, her glow flickering. My power is fading. Without thinking, he gripped her hand, and again, that same golden light surged between them. Her eyes widened in disbelief as strength flooded her body once more. Together, they stood. She extended her palm, channeling a beam of pure energy through the storm. The drone split apart in a blinding flash. When the smoke cleared, silence returned. Liara turned to him, tears glinting faintly. You are my anchor, Elias Drake. Somehow, our fates have intertwined. He smiled wearily. Guess we make a good team. Ending. The Farewell Among Stars. Days later, the Silithian fleet finally arrived. Vast, elegant ships descending like silver angels. Soldiers emerged, kneeling before Liara. The commander's eyes widened at the sight of Elias standing beside her. Princess, he is human, the commander said sharply. He must be quarantined. His contact with you may have consequences. Liara raised her hand. He is under my protection. His touch gave me life. Without him, the bloodline of Valora would have ended. Elias looked away, feeling out of place among the radiant beings. Guess this is where we part ways. Liara turned to him, her expression torn between duty and longing. You cannot come with us. Our worlds are not ready for each other. I know, he said softly, but I'm glad I met you.